Welcome, dear listener, to a journey through the wisdom of the ancients. Today, we delve into the teachings of Stoicism, a philosophy founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium over 2 millennia ago. The Stoics believed in the power of rationality, the importance of self-control, and the pursuit of virtue as the highest good. They taught that a life lived in accordance with nature, governed by reason and free from the turmoil of uncontrolled emotions, is the path to true contentment. In our modern world, the relevance of these teachings has not waned. In fact, they offer us profound insights into how we can maintain and improve our health, both physical and mental. You see, the Stoics recognized that our well-being is deeply intertwined with our thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Today, we will explore 5 specific actions that, when left unchecked, can severely damage our health. Through the lens of Stoic philosophy, we will uncover how neglecting our physical state, succumbing to excessive desires, allowing our emotions to dictate our actions, ignoring our mental health, and failing to cultivate virtue can lead us astray from a life of flourishing. Join me as we uncover these pitfalls and learn how to steer clear of them, ensuring that we live not only longer but also better, in harmony with the Stoic principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Neglecting physical health. Our first journey into the perils of neglecting our well-being starts with the most tangible aspect, our physical health. The Stoics, despite their profound focus on the mind, never underestimated the significance of the body. They believed that a sound body supports a sound mind, creating a harmonious vessel for reason and virtue to flourish. Imagine, if you will, a grand ship navigating the treacherous seas. The ship's hull, its sails, and its rigging must be in optimal condition to withstand the stormy waves and turbulent winds. Neglecting these essential components would doom the ship, regardless of how skilled the captain might be. Similarly, our bodies are the vessels through which we navigate life. Ignoring their needs is akin to allowing the ship to fall into disrepair. When we disregard exercise, consume unhealthy foods, or fail to rest adequately, we compromise our physical state. This negligence invites a host of ailments, from the sluggishness of a sedentary lifestyle to the chronic diseases born of poor nutrition and stress. Such conditions not only diminish our capacity to live fully but also impede our ability to think clearly and act virtuously. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, often reminded his students that maintaining the body is not vanity but a duty. He believed that caring for one's health was a reflection of respect for the divine nature within us. After all, how can one practice wisdom, courage, and temperance when hindered by preventable physical afflictions? Thus, the first step towards safeguarding our health is to heed the Stoic call for balance and moderation. By tending to our physical well-being with the same diligence we apply to our intellectual and moral development, we honor the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with nature. Let us cherish our bodies, not as objects of vanity, but as essential partners in our quest for a life of virtue and fulfillment. Succumbing to excessive desires. As we continue our exploration, let us now turn to the insidious trap of excessive desires. The Stoics warned us about the dangers of yielding to unchecked appetites and passions, which they saw as chains that shackle our reason and degrade our health. Consider, for a moment, the tale of King Midas, whose insatiable desire for wealth led him to a cursed existence where everything he touched turned to gold. While his story is a fable, it underscores a profound truth: excessive desires can lead to our ruin. In our context, these desires often manifest as cravings for unhealthy food, excessive alcohol, or relentless pursuit of material possessions. The Stoics taught that true happiness and health are found not in the abundance of external goods, but in the mastery of our internal state. When we allow ourselves to be governed by gluttony, lust, or greed, we lose sight of this principle. Our bodies pay the price through weight gain, liver disease, stress-related conditions, and a myriad of other health issues born from overindulgence. Epictetus famously said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Excessive desires enslave us, placing our happiness and health at the mercy of external circumstances. When we overindulge, we give away our power, becoming prisoners to our cravings and the fleeting pleasures they promise. By practicing moderation, we align ourselves with the Stoic ideal of temperance. This doesn't mean abstaining from all pleasures, but rather enjoying them within the bounds of reason. By doing so, we maintain our health and preserve the clarity of mind necessary for a virtuous life. Let us remember that the pursuit of pleasure for its own sake often leads to suffering. In rejecting the tyranny of excessive desires, we embrace a life of balance, where our health and well-being are nurtured by the steady hand of rational self-control. Allowing emotions to control actions. Moving forward, we delve into the powerful domain of our emotions. The Stoics, wise observers of the human condition, cautioned us about the peril of letting emotions dictate our actions. They recognize that while emotions are a natural part of our experience, allowing them to rule our lives leads to chaos and undermines our health. Imagine a ship tossed relentlessly by stormy seas, with no anchor to stabilize it. Such is the life of a person who is governed by their emotions, constantly at the mercy of external circumstances, without the steadiness that reason provides. Anger, fear, envy, and sorrow, when left unchecked, wreak havoc on our bodies and minds. Consider the physiological impact of these emotions. Anger raises our blood pressure, fear disrupts our sleep, and prolonged stress weakens our immune system. These physical manifestations are not mere inconveniences, they are profound signals that living in a state of emotional turmoil is detrimental to our health. The Stoics believed in the cultivation of apatheia, not the absence of emotion, but the state of being undisturbed by irrational passions. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, urged us to keep calm and carry on long before it became a modern mantra. He taught that by practicing mindfulness and rational reflection, we can maintain equanimity in the face of life's trials. To master our emotions, the Stoics advised us to regularly examine and challenge our thoughts. By identifying and correcting irrational beliefs, we can prevent negative emotions from spiraling out of control. This practice, known as cognitive reframing, is a cornerstone of both Stoic philosophy and modern cognitive behavioral therapy. Let us strive to be the calm within the storm, embodying the Stoic principle that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions to them. By doing so, we protect our health and foster a resilient, tranquil mind, capable of navigating life's challenges with grace and wisdom. Ignoring mental health. As we venture further, we arrive at a critical junction, the realm of mental health. The Stoics, ever attuned to the interconnectedness of mind and body, understood that neglecting mental well-being is a grave mistake, with far-reaching consequences for our overall health. Picture a grand estate, meticulously maintained on the outside, but neglected within. Over time, the inner decay will inevitably spread, undermining the structure's integrity. Similarly, when we ignore our mental health, the repercussions seep into every facet of our lives, eroding our physical health and our capacity for reason and virtue. Mental health issues such as anxiety, depression, and chronic stress are not merely abstract concepts, they have tangible, detrimental effects on our bodies. Chronic stress, for example, can lead to cardiovascular problems, weakened immunity, and digestive disorders. Depression often brings about lethargy and a weakened will to engage in healthy behaviors. The Stoics emphasized the importance of regular self-examination and reflection. Seneca advised us to retire into yourself as much as possible, to gain clarity and maintain mental equilibrium. This practice of introspection helps us identify sources of distress and take proactive steps to address them, fostering resilience and emotional stability. Moreover, the Stoics believed in the power of philosophy as a therapeutic tool. They encouraged the study of wisdom to fortify the mind against the vicissitudes of life. By embracing Stoic teachings, we can cultivate a mindset that remains steadfast amidst adversity, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to our well-being. In our modern context, attending to mental health might also mean seeking professional help when needed, practicing mindfulness, and engaging in activities that promote psychological well-being. By valuing and nurturing our mental health, we honor the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with our true nature. Let us not forget that a healthy mind is the cornerstone of a healthy life. By prioritizing our mental well-being, we empower ourselves to live with greater clarity, purpose, and tranquility, in accordance with the enduring wisdom of the Stoics. Failing to cultivate virtue. Finally, we reach the heart of Stoic philosophy, the cultivation of virtue. For the Stoics, virtue is not merely an abstract ideal but the essence of a healthy, fulfilling life. They believe that failing to cultivate virtue is akin to neglecting the very core of our humanity, leading to a life of disorder and ill health. Imagine a tree with deep, strong roots. This tree can withstand the fiercest storms and continue to thrive. Virtue, for the Stoics, is like these roots, anchoring us firmly in the soil of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Without these roots, we are easily uprooted by the challenges and temptations of life. Living virtuously means consistently striving to act with wisdom, make courageous choices, uphold justice, and practice self-control. When we abandon these principles, we invite chaos and instability into our lives. Dishonesty, cowardice, injustice, and excess not only erode our character but also contribute to stress, anxiety, and physical ailments. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the importance of virtue in his meditations, urging himself to waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. B1. This active pursuit of virtue is essential for maintaining both mental and physical health. When we act in accordance with our values, we experience a profound sense of harmony and integrity, which positively impacts our well-being. Failing to cultivate virtue, on the other hand, leads to internal conflict and guilt. These negative emotions can manifest physically, contributing to issues like hypertension, chronic pain, and other stress-related conditions. Virtue, therefore, is not only a moral imperative but a foundation for a healthy life. In our daily lives, we can cultivate virtue by practicing mindfulness, reflecting on our actions, and striving to improve continually. By aligning our actions with our highest values, we create a life of purpose and resilience. Let us remember that the pursuit of virtue is a lifelong journey. By committing to this path, we honor our true nature and foster a robust foundation for both mental and physical health. In embracing virtue, we embody the Stoic ideal of living wisely and well, navigating the trials of life with strength and grace. Conclusion. In conclusion, we have traversed the landscape of Stoic wisdom, uncovering the profound connections between our actions and our health. The teachings of the Stoics guide us to recognize and avoid the pitfalls that can undermine our well-being. By neglecting physical health, succumbing to excessive desires, allowing emotions to control our actions, ignoring mental health, and failing to cultivate virtue, we invite disorder and disease into our lives. But there is hope and guidance in the Stoic path. By nurturing our bodies with care and balance, we ensure they serve us well in the pursuit of a meaningful life. By mastering our desires, we free ourselves from the tyranny of excess, cultivating a life of moderation and contentment. By maintaining emotional equilibrium, we protect our minds and bodies from the corrosive effects of uncontrolled passions. Furthermore, by prioritizing our mental health, we create a foundation of resilience and clarity, enabling us to face life's challenges with strength. And finally, by committing to the cultivation of virtue, we root ourselves in the principles of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, forging a life of integrity and purpose. The Stoics remind us that our health is a precious asset, one that requires diligent attention and care. They teach us that by living in harmony with nature and reason, we can achieve a state of true well-being. As we conclude this journey, let us carry forward the wisdom of the Stoics, striving to embody their principles in our daily lives. May we all find the strength to nurture our bodies, minds, and spirits, living in accordance with the timeless wisdom that has guided countless souls toward a life of flourishing. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of health and Stoicism. Let us move forward with renewed commitment to our well-being, embracing the Stoic path to a life well lived.